So, after less than a year since I started this channel on the 10th of November of last year, I am extremely happy to announce that I have decided to quit school, get my first own apartment, and start a company to do YouTube full time. In this video, I thought I would do a bit of a recap of my YouTube journey so far and what this change will mean for all of you viewers going forward. I created my first ever YouTube channel, Mr. Mac on Rules, on the 21st of February 2011, and it was active until March of 2014, making 58 videos and gaining a whopping 167 subscribers. The channel was about the game series Halo, which was always my favorite game growing up. It was one of the first ones I ever played from the age of just 3 years old when my dad bought the first ever Xbox console along with his friends to play the very popular game at the time, Colin McRae. My dad and I would play the Halo 1 campaign co-op on Legendary. Of course, at the time I was not of much help and would often just stand back and try to shoot the enemies from a distance while my dad would run in to kill as many as possible and then use me as a respawn point. But playing the game all the time from just 3 years of age, I was good enough to beat my dad around the age of 6, and at that time Halo 2 had recently arrived. Me, my sister, my dad, and his girlfriend at the time would sometimes play 4-player split screen against each other and compete for like $1. And we also did the same thing in a game called Time Splitters a lot too, a very fun campaign and PvP game from the year 2000. I have a very specific memory from a proud moment when I beat my dad in a Halo 2 1 vs 1 for the first time. I remember managing to kill him using just the very underpowered pistol while he had a sniper and a rocket launcher. And from that moment I quickly became so good that he couldn't manage to kill me even once in a 1 vs 1. But then I started watching YouTube videos and I saw how much better players than myself existed out there. I saw a lot of montages from professional players and tons of videos showing cool tricks that you can do in the campaign, and right away I knew that I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to be the best Halo player out there and make my own montages. And in 2011 that became a reality after my mother bought me a Dazzle, which was the equipment used at the time to record gameplay in, although the quality was not exactly great. But quickly the standard was changing because a few years prior Hauppauge released the HD PVR, which could record gameplay all the way from 480p all the way up to 1080p, or actually 1080i, which is similar to 1080p. So for Christmas of 2011, after making videos for about 1 year, my mom bought me an HD PVR for Christmas, and I even made a video just to announce it to everyone. It was one of the most exciting gifts I remember getting because it wasn't a toy that you would get bored of eventually. It was something that I was going to use for a long time that would give me the power to really pursue my biggest hobby. Then I started making more videos and started making friends online playing the game. A few of my montages got uploaded to FB Walshy for the Win Returns and Air Guitar 901, which was 2 channels that you could submit your montages to, and if they were good enough they would be re-uploaded and they would give you the credit. FB Walshy for the Win Returns was the secondary channel to FB Walshy for the Win. I remember my best montage I ever made only getting uploaded to the second channel and not making it to the main, which made me so angry that I left a furious comment on my own montage asking for it to be taken down, because uploading it on the secondary channel was such an insult to me at the time. After that, I decided to no longer submit my montages to any other channel, but I still continued making them because I just really enjoyed it. As I mentioned, I made a few friends along the way, and some of which were really into competitive play. MLG, or Major League Gaming, was the esports organization that made Halo 2 competitive a really big thing. Playing competitive Halo was so much fun. There was such crazy intensive communications and a lot of trash talking. Despite being just 14 years old, I was sometimes invited to play custom games with several semi-pros as they were practicing for tournaments. I was really good for my age, but sadly, as I was starting to become really good, Halo 4 came out, which just wasn't Halo. I stayed playing Halo Reach instead for a while and then left Halo altogether when I found my new interest in Call of Duty. In March of 2013, I created the channel Mac and Zombies. I had just started a new school and got some new friends that were really into Call of Duty trickshotting, mostly in Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2, but they also liked playing Zombies survival mode, and that particular game mode was something I loved like nothing else. I remember asking my friends right away what the different world records was, and I started practicing to beat them. So I started my Zombies channel to document my attempts and also to make a couple of trickshotting montages from the recordings I made when playing with my friends. I went on to get several high round world records over the next few years. But Zombies is a very repetitive game and is not for everyone. After many years of grinding the same things over and over to be the one that holds the most amount of world records, even the most autistic psychopath will eventually want to do something new. I tried making a few Counter-Strike highlight videos with some fun clips from me and my friends playing the game, but it wasn't really something I wanted to make the main focus of my channel. And after that, the videos kind of stopped for a long time as I went to uni to study computer science, which left me with very little time to make any videos at all. I came back to Zombies one last time to get one more world record, but after that I focused on my studies for a few years. That is, until I started playing BTD6. My old itch for high round records came back to life when seeing BTD6 freeplay mode, and I saw that there was a lack of videos focusing on that part of the game despite the fact that the interest was there, and that is when I decided to start this channel. I had done YouTube all my life, but I never tried to make it my job. I always wished that would become a reality, but I thought the idea was so unrealistic that I never tried to make it anything more than a hobby. But when starting this channel, I actually had a goal in mind. I studied video creation and a lot of other successful YouTubers and came to the conclusion that I do have what it takes, and if I do work hard on this and really focus on making videos that a lot of people will enjoy watching, I can make this channel big enough to make it a full-time thing. I actually quit school about 2 months ago to make this my full-time thing, but I didn't mention it until now because there has been a lot of things around that needed to be taken care of. For example, starting a company, which is something that is like legally required in Sweden even though I'm just gonna do YouTube. And learning all the rules around bookkeeping and taxes, etc. is sadly a lot harder than it should be, and I needed to spend a lot of time to get it all right from the start so that I can focus fully on making videos when I feel that I'm done understanding that boring tax stuff. On top of that, I've also moved to my first own apartment. For the past few years while studying at university, I have been lucky enough to be able to rent an apartment from my mother that is empty most of the time, and at a very discounted price, so that I didn't have to take out a student loan to pursue a career in programming. But in starting my own company, I need a new place that I can really call my own, and really to make it the perfect studio for creating videos and live streaming. The apartment isn't much. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. The apartment is like 25 square meters, but that is just what I need right now, and I'm very happy with it. My money is probably better off saved to make sure that I really can do YouTube full time. As Christmas passes, the YouTube revenue that I earn will drop by about 70% as all advertisers spend their last cash in their budget in Q4 for Black Friday and Christmas sales. So the early part of the year is usually the time to eat noodles and not steaks. Recently, I made my first ever video that had a sponsor. Taking sponsorship deals for, a video here and there will really help me out in being able to make videos full time, especially as revenue will get really bad as January comes. That part of the year is usually used by YouTubers to either take a vacation or, in my case, to do work on things that won't bring money right now but will pay off later down the road. This could be things like practicing your editing, working on big video projects that will be released later in the year, live streaming more, and things like that. I do have quite a few things that I want to work on during that period. Some of the things I won't say right now, but some of the things I will mention. I will be switching my editing program from my old Sony Vegas 2012 program that I used ever since I was making my Halo videos to a program called DaVinci Resolve. Something that a lot of my subscribers like is my heavily edited videos, and many of you often point out how fast I have improved my video creation skills, and I want to continue to strive to make it better and better going forward as well. And getting a new editing software and practicing it early next year is how I will be able to do that. I am also really in the need of a new PC, as I talked about in my last video, as my current one is almost falling apart. So sometime soon, hopefully, I will get an entirely new setup for my video creation. And also, whenever I do end up getting a new setup, I will make an in real life video showing my old setup and creating my new one in my new apartment. Anyway, I just wanted to share what has been going on as of late, as not many videos has been posted as I have been so busy with all of this. I still have some things to take care of, but most things are already done, so I will be able to focus more on making videos again. And both the number of videos and the quality of them will continue to improve over the next several months. Thank you all so much for watching my videos, especially to all the kind souls that so often give my videos a thumbs up and leave nice comments. You really have made my childhood dream come true, and I will do my best to continue to improve the channel and to bring you the most entertaining content that I can. Thank you so much yet again, and I hope you all have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one.